In today's investment landscape, many millennials are increasingly turning to stocks as an attractive option for potentially earning returns that outpace inflation. This interest in stock investments has created a thriving ecosystem of businesses, including advisors, brokerages, news agencies, analysts, and asset management companies, all of which have generated numerous employment opportunities. But have you ever wondered where it all started and which was the first company to issue shares to the public? Well, it all began in the Netherlands, formerly known as Dutch. Why? The answer is quite simple. The Dutch decided to import spices and other goods from India in early 1500s, but they lacked the necessary funds to finance the construction of infrastructure like ports and ships to trade with India. To overcome this, the Dutch established a company called the Dutch East India Company and offered a portion of its ownership to the wealthy class in the country in exchange for promising substantial profit shares. The wealthy Dutch investors received stock certificates from the Dutch East India Company as proof of their investment. By doing this, the Dutch East India Company initiated the first ever initial public offering, IPO. But that's not all. They also set up a stock exchange center in Amsterdam. If someone who initially bought shares from the Dutch East India Company wanted to sell them, they could go to the exchange center to find a buyer for their shares. This eventually led to the creation of the world's first stock exchange, known as the Amsterdam Stock Exchange. It's worth noting that nearly 175 years later, India launched its first stock exchange, the Bombay Stock Exchange, which became the first of its kind in Asia.